Welcome back to our review. Again about the story, we should look at the inspiration of this fine game, if I can call it that. Well, it has its religious based. You have your creator, your Jesus, your Lucifer, and you also have your holy paladin. You have your conflict, the good guys win, the bad guys are gonna return one day, and the world is doomed. Then again, for those who don't like the creator part, there's a book at Wind City Library for you. And it doesn't quite associate with a religious game because the level of violence in it is not quite good for that matter. Now, for the next part, it also inspires on Babylonian religion. Marduk, for example, he was the head of the Babylonian gods, but not from the beginning. He was associated with water, vegetation, judgment, magic. He was the son of Ea, known as Enki, and Dankina. He was heir of Anu, and yes, I'm gonna fall for this again. In time, he received, what was it? Oh yes, he received qualities that didn't belong to him. Some of them were his father, others were of another god named Enil. For example, it is said that his father handed him the control of humanity. He was also known as Bel Marduk, as in Lord Marduk. So from the beginning, he's not the son of the creator. Right now he is the creator. But while time went, yes, I forgot that last time. While time went, they wanted to make him their head god, the Babylonians. So they wrote Enuma Elish, where Marduk fought against the dragon of the primordial sea named Tiamat, the leader of the Anunnaki gods, not Yama. And how did he fight against her? She. Someplace I found out that she was his grandmother. He uses the four winds. No, these are winds. He quite makes a storm out of it. The four winds of the four cardinal points, and then he creates 7 new nasty winds like a tornado to trap her. And after he kills his grandmother, it's something like he made a new world out of her. I don't know, the place that looked have mixed opinions. And after he killed her son as well, named Kingu. Marduk was also known as the Reviver of Dead, and one of his 50 names is Gilmas. Kind of similar to Gilma. He had a son named Nabu, who was god of wisdom, and who claimed himself to be the son of man and the son of God. So he's kind of the Jesus, and Marduk is not. Well, if you don't look into the detail and just fix to the story, that's a different thing. His wife was Seraphanit. She was a god. Yes. Doesn't quite sound like Seraphim that much. But we do have Kira in this game. Kira literally means beam of light. And that's about it on the story that I found on Wikipedia. You can check for it yourself. I'll make a link, or just go to on Wikipedia, just type in Marduk and the Babylonian. He was literally made the head of the Babylonian gods. I even found an interesting story of one of their Babylonian leaders. He went into the desert with their statues so that they won't be destroyed. Now back to the game. No, I'm not done with the story yet. Maya follows Marduk even though she only knows about him from Aziz, and she recruits the armies of the Seven Winds, one from each shell. Selena from Shell 1, Grub from Shell 2, even though there also is Runner and she also is from Shell 2. But Runner is a robot, so I'm not gonna put him here because I'm bad. Colgan from Shell 3, Aram from Shell 4, even though he's technically from Shell 5, Led from Shell 5, and Lobo from Shell 6, even though he's technically from Shell 5, and Badu from Shell 7. So you have your army of the 7 winds, or like your king, and you go around and fight Yema. There's also association with Dogo for Selena, Aram, and Lobo because they were previous bad guys. But then again, Dogo most likely wanted to be praised by men. So, you know, he wanted fame. He didn't do that because he just wanted to be a good guy. So, Daskias has his sword. He's now literally Gemma. So I need to be literally Marduk. But the sword part has to wait until almost the end. Hope you wait for that. Next part, graphics and sound. Well, I say very good. About the graphics, you have to say a bit about the fact that the developers wanted you to see about everything because they tend to take you through all the maps using the levers or switches and the keys. You have to explore about everything. Too bad it doesn't have those little things of animation that makes things come to life. But it has some good animation. For example, when they sit, mostly I like Selena because she sits with an arm near her shoulder. Or is her shoulder? I don't know. And her sword just spins it around and waits. Come on, are you gonna attack? Am I gonna attack? What am I just waiting for? And Aram, when he runs, he's like walking on his tippy toes. That kinda seems funny. The sound is very good. And the depth sound is very nice. Even though not all enemies make sounds when they die. Some just fall down and the music changes. Oh, and the music. Only a few melodies when you fight and only on a world map. That's a little less. But you do have the battles. No. You do have the effects that complement where there is no music. And they do complement it very well. About the death scenes, the maintenance robots, those spidery robots, when they blow up, they make a very high sound, and just kill about 3 or 4 of them at the same time. Just put your speakers to the max, and if you don't go deaf, you're good. And also, when they speak, they deliver decent dialogue. Mostly credible. But they do not quite stretch the dramatism. It's true that if they were stretched, the game would be longer, and for a announced 50-hour game, I'm gonna do it in less than that. But making your game longer isn't the best idea. But You could just put some more dramatism in it. Like when her father died. Couldn't you animate her in her knees with her hand on her face, weeping? My father died. Can I lead a holy guard? And all that thing. But these are little things. The game was made very well, and I appreciate the effort that was put into it. It may not have the best graphics and sound, but the quality is very good. And for their resources, you have to be surprised that they finished the game. Next time I'm gonna talk about the gameplay and something else. See you next time.